What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are going to cap it off. We got Asylum, the title track. I don't have lyrics up. I'm about to get lyrics up, I think. No? Um, Please. I don't know why this is so hard. It's because it's the title track, so it's like Asylum. The preacher sins on Sunday. Okay. I think I got him. Do me a favor, go support Ren, go support Webby. Please go like, go subscribe. Always want to support my guys. Ren has his own page, and Chris, Kristen, um, Timothy, Webby, Webster. Go support him as well, please. Love to have you here as well. If you could, make sure you smash that like. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. Let's dive in. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully something upbeat and happy, like the end of the world, like more songs like that. Let's dive. Obviously, I haven't heard it yet. This is the last one though. I will get my album in the mail hopefully soon, and then I'll hear all of them over and over and over again. I'm gonna wear that shit out. Best way to get me is gonna be on Patreon. Jump over there if you want to come say what's up, and that's where most of my requests come from. So, and I do have other pages. Go look at. I've got another page where we react to everything non-music related. It's a ton of fun, and you're gonna want to pay attention in the future on that page for sure. Trust me. Zach overreacts down below, as well as my fiance's page, also listed down below. Let's get you some volume. Let's get me some volume. Let's dive in. Doom, 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 doom. No woman, no cry. Y'all hear that too? No, I just got done talking about reggae influence in the last one we did. No woman. That's exactly the. Yeah.
The preacher sins on Sunday morning. The sheriff steps outside the law. The teachers don't know much at all, and it's all the same. Empires rise and empires fall. As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill, and the only pill to swallow is the one that made you ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving, I'm holding on to still. The doctor is your local dealer. The banker cuts himself a check. The politician you believe in is never around, just empty promises and death. As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill.
Dude, another one of these tracks that has like kind of an upbeat melody, right? Da, 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 da. There's optimism in there. But it's what we're talking about, the Asylum as a whole, we've been talking about the entire time, is essentially like we're all in this vacuum of like of different ways that different people or entities or establishments or any arena that we as people opt to put our trust in or are sort of convinced to put our trust in, this systemic failure of people in general. You can't even go to church, you can't go to school, you can't consult a local politician, you can't do anything without being failed in some way or taken advantage of. Is kind of what that's the Asylum. We are in the Asylum, right? Um, it's just this societal dysfunction that is it's I wouldn't even say combustible. It's compounding to a point where I don't like you would think like at some point it gets explosive where some shit's got to happen. And it does here and there, right? Um I see where we're going. I get it. I get it. I get it. This is not the happy the happy song I was hoping for. But it is a an actual perfect wrap up for this album. And I'm glad I did this last, to be honest with you.
As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill, and the only pill to swallow is the one that made you ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real.
We got these crying strings in the background, these sounds like it's just it's meant to, and Ren's vocals on this, man, it's meant to punch you right in the heart.
Reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed. Where do we go when bound by the chains? When the tide gets low, I wait for the wave. Still I learn to let go with hope for change. When the world is an asylum, how do you stay safe?
Yes.
Yeah, the times change, but it's still the same thing, played out on a constant loop. As the wars wage on the centerfold stage, and the storyline's nothing new. While we draw lines in the sand decided by the chosen few, just for something to believe in, anything will do. And we throw spears over counterfeit fears while the kings and queens all watch. Brothers shed tears, but it falls on deaf ears in a land that God forgot. Still we thread hard through the hangman's rope and lose sight of what was lost, all for something to believe in.
The little anarchy sign on the A, that's pointed. Love that. Everybody has, it's like all in their own handwriting and shit.
And lose sight of what was lost, all for something to believe.
Lose sight of what was lost, and she's got heart there. I wasn't paying too much attention to these signs. Maybe I should have been. Lose sight of what was lost, heart. Interesting.
Rope and lose sight of what was lost, all for something to believe in. But was it worth the cost?
As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill, and the
it's interesting, and that one had Die and Hill were a little bit darker.
through the darkness,
F you, Knox. I'm just kidding. It's a total joke. I'm kidding.
we'll die upon this hill, and the only pill to swallow is the one that makes us ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed. Where do we
Something yet for saving that hasn't yet been killed, and it's a heart flying away with angel wings. There might be something to these little signage Easter eggs. I don't know. I could be reaching.
left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed? Where do we go when bound by the chains? When the tide gets low, I wait for the wave. Still I learn to let go with hope for change. When the world is an asylum, how do you stay sane?
Dude, the backing of this song super interesting. The strings and like what they're doing here, and there's throwbacks to other songs on purpose, but
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Shalom, shalom, shalom. In the dying of the light, there's a chance to be reborn. Hold on, hold on, hold on. A mother reaches for the needle. A baby's lost before it wakes. Without guidance for the people, it's all the same. Walls are built, walls will break.
That's it's purposefully jabbing at the end there. They did that on purpose. Ren did that on purpose. That's you got Ren's hands all over that track. It's interesting. It's half of this is, you know, pointed directly at a system that fails us. And the other half, like, I feel like there is kind of some optimism. Like there's like this underlying kind of under the dirt of this song. Um, you know, like band together, you know, this unity element to it. Look at the people they used on purpose, right? It's talking about, it doesn't matter you know, your whatever you're into, your interests, your color, your religion, your whatever the fuck. Um, we're all the same essentially, and we're all being fucked by the same system. We're all in the same asylum. Um, if you guys haven't watched the show Silo, you need to check it out. Um, not that it's entirely similar to this, but there are similarities in the sense of this. It takes the it takes the overhead control element to a next level. And it is commentary on exactly what we're talking about. If anyways, check it out if you get a sec. It's fantastic. Run it back a few seasons. Go watch it. Um, and we're actually in the middle of season 3, I think. I think I'm caught up. I got to get caught up. Maybe one more episode. But it's there are some similarities. You'll see as you go. But no, that was fantastic. I think I get the lyrics. We're, you know, this is an exploration of everything we've talked about in the album, from mental health struggles to societal dysfunction. And basically you're being trapped inside a broken system. And ultimately, a lot of the times you're pinned against each other, and without with a blind eye to what the actual issues are over your head. Um, it's like fighting your neighbor for it raining outside, right? Just you know, just figuring out something or someone to yell at for things that are over your head essentially and out of your control. But are they? I don't know. Can we all build a giant umbrella and fuck the rain, fight back? Obviously I'm making jokes kind of, but like, you know what I'm saying. um Fantastic. Ren's vocals on this, the whole composition of this track is touching actually. This is really well done. This is, if not the best, one of the best tracks on this album. Definitely one of the most, probably the most impactful. Um, when you talk about the theme of the album, but they all kind of come together into this work of art. Honestly, it's kind of sad actually that we have to make albums about this, to, you know, to be more vocal and to make people aware, rather than just singing about happy shit all the time, which we would love more, right? Don't you want Ren to be happy and sing about happy shit? I do. Webby, don't you want him just to hang out in his arcade all day and sing about, you know, how much he loves the Ninja Turtles and Scarface? I mean, those songs are badass. Um, but it is the unfortunate world we live in. Um, but it's the end of the world now. Anyways, go support my guys. Please go like, go subscribe. Of course, love to have you guys here as well. If you could, make sure you smash that like. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. Um, yeah, we'll keep it moving to the next. I will be live tomorrow with the fiance. So come say what's up. It'll be 1 o'clock Eastern time, so 10 a.m. my time. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday, guys. We'll talk to you on the next.